the biggest obstacle I had to overcome, if I'm being completely honest with you, is because of how I was brought up, and it could be an age thing with me. I'm not going to lie. We were brought up to automatically respect people who were superior to us. So that would be police officers, it would be doctors, it would be legal professionals, and it would be schools, teachers and head teachers at schools. They were kind of put on a bit of a higher plane than we had to respect them. Now, I've carried that moral through my adulthood. And so when I've got a school phoning me up, judging me on my parenting due to how my child is behaving, I actually take that really personally, and I did take it personally. And I learn over time that actually they're just people.
Yeah.
They're just people that have been fortunate enough to be educated to a certain point to then educate my children. They're not higher than me in a social standing. They're not better people than I am just because I'm a foster carer. They're just people, and they don't know everything about everything. And actually, when it comes to my children and when it comes to being therapeutic, I am more of an expert than the teachers in the school are.
I think that's a really key message, isn't it? And it's particularly for some of our listeners who are probably just nodding and agreeing with everything you said about how that feels, what it looks like, position that you've been in, being able to hear somebody who's been there and done that and then reflected on what that looks like. Actually, they're not any better. They shouldn't be judging anyway. You know, whether they are actively judging or whether it just feels like they're judging. You know, even the fact that you feel like they might be is just not okay. So I think just going back and going, actually, they are just people. They have a different title. You know, they have a different job description. They might have a different salary, I expect. But, you know, on any of these things, they are people. And I think coming back to the fact that as the parents, we are the experts, that's really empowering. I think that's such an important message when it comes to those professional boundaries. And then using that empowerment to push back and go, actually, they're with you today. This is what I find works for me. Go ahead and adapt that for your setting.